Hello, once again. This is Antonio. I'm coming at you with another exciting video. Now, we're going to dive straight into the content. You have seen a lot of dialogue stating back about a couple of weeks ago when Cassie came out and she accused Diddy of a number of things. One of those things was the R word. Then she accused him of hiring male prostitutes and making them perform sexual acts on her. So it was a lot of things that came from this. And because of this, within 24, 48 hours after the case went public, Diddy settled. But a smart person named 50 Cent came out and said, what? There's blood in the water? And because the blood was in the water, they say that the dominoes will fall. Diddy should have settled before the blood got in the water. So let's go on and share our screen and go over some chronology of what happened. After Cassie, a third person came out and said alleged assault. Matter of fact, her and Aaron Hall, she accused him and Aaron Hall of this alleged assault. On top of that, Macy's pulled out from him, and now he had forced to step down from Revolt. So I told a friend of mine a while ago that Diddy was going to get Bill Cosby'd, and he told me that after that case go through, nothing else will come from it. Well, well, I think that I'm the friend that was right. So first of all, let's go ahead and play this.
Mogul Sean Diddy Combs is facing new allegations of sexual assault. This time, a woman claims the rapper drugged and sexually assaulted her in New York City back in 1991. He is denying the allegations, but these new claims come exactly 1 week after Combs settled a separate lawsuit involving his ex-girlfriend Cassie, who accused him of sex trafficking, rape, and domestic abuse. NBC News correspondent Steve Patterson joins us now on this from Los Angeles. Hi, Steve. So tell us more about the allegations and why the victim chose to come forward now.
Well, Savannah, the allegations are horrific. And if you include not only Sean Diddy Combs, but his associates, this is actually the third lawsuit in as much time levied against Combs and his inner circle. This one, as you mentioned, stems from 1991. A Syracuse University college student says that Sean Diddy Combs took her out to dinner, that she was drugged, and that she was drugged for the purpose of a sexual assault, and that she was so drugged that she could not fight back against said sexual assault. There's also the accusation that the sexual assault itself was recorded as a form of revenge porn, and that tape was shown to several people, including a member of the 90s R&B group Jodeci. The accuser says that she was so hurt and so confused and so traumatized at the time that she didn't file anything, that she didn't follow up, but that she did follow up following that incident with a police report in both New York and New Jersey, and that she's coming out 30 years later, because this Sex Adult Survivors Act in New York was set to expire just a day before she filed suit in New York. But the true inspiration, of course, was the lawsuit filed by Cassie and the inspiration from that. Savannah.
And Steve, have we heard any response here from Combs? I mentioned that he's denying the allegations, but anything else specific from him or his legal team?
Yeah, we've heard from his legal team. I'll read a quote from you. This is in part. It says, quote, "The last minute suit is an example of how a well-intentioned law can be turned on its head. The accuser's 32-year-old story is made up and not credible. Mr. Combs never assaulted her. This is purely a money grab." Savannah.
Right. NBC News correspondent Steve Patterson. We know you'll.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you in the end of this video why I don't really feel that it's a money grab. How some people get behind these microphones and they really tell on themselves. And Aaron Hall told on himself. Matter of fact, Aaron Hall is not really a good person. I don't care what anybody say. Do I still like his music? I still like R. Kelly music. And R. Kelly is not a good person with some of the allegations that came up against him. But Aaron Hall, I'm going to just get that at the end of this video. All right, so Macy's beginning to remove Diddy's Sean John from stores and website. This is from the 24th, this month. Following his settlement with Cassie, and I knew the dominoes was going to fall in this manner, sexual abuse suit, Macy's began to remove Diddy's Sean John clothing brand from stores. All right, Radar Online notes that department store giant is following through on a plan that was already in motion, as the brand does not bring in the numbers it previously did. As part of our ongoing review of our brand portfolio, the Sean John collection has started to phase out assortment since early fall 2023 inside of Reveal. The products will be removed from stores and also taken off the website. Macy's have been the exclusive home for the brand since 2010. All right. Cassie's lawsuit against Diddy is official dismissed. According to TMZ, the suit was ended in New York on Monday, the doc reads, pursuant to an agreement between the parties. Plaintiff hereby dismisses this action with prejudice and without cause or fees to either party. Shortly after news of the lawsuit rattled the world on Thursday, Diddy and Cassie settled the lawsuit on Friday. I have decided to resolve this matter amicably on terms that I have some level of control, Cassie said after the settlement. I want to thank my family, fans, and lawyers for their unwavering support. For the first time since settling his lawsuit with his ex-lover singer Cassie, Diddy was spotted. He was spotted outside his Star Island, Miami mansion besides his chief of staff with his face buried in his hands. All right, let's give a little peek of the buried in his hands situation. All right, that doesn't look like a person that's all right. So now let's go briefly to Diddy's former head of security, Roger Bonds, addresses Cassie lawsuit, which mentions him by name. All right. Diddy's former head of security, Roger Bonds, has shared his thoughts about Cassie's explosive lawsuit. Over the weekend, Bonds took to his Instagram story to address the lawsuit, which mentioned him by name. According to Bonds, he's sharing this message because he has daughters and he saw some things go down between Diddy and Cassie. This is not meant to be threats or snitching or anything like that against Cassie or Diddy or anyone else, Bonds wrote. This is me telling my truth, and I truly remember it for two reasons only. First, because I have four daughters. So all dudes, my truth as I seen it, saw it, and was involved with for many years. Bonds also shared a since deleted post with pictures of himself and Cassie over the years with the caption that read, I'm willing to tell my truth because for so many years I was quiet. Nothing matters now but family. In her lawsuit, Cassie stated Bonds was a witness to Diddy allegedly stomping on her in 2009. After he found out she spoke to another music manager at a club out in LA, she also claimed Bonds tried to intervene and stop Diddy from assaulting her. Things are unraveling for Diddy since Cassie filed a lawsuit accusing him of the R word and sex trafficking. 50 Cent appeared to show sympathy for Diddy after discovering that the Bad Boy founder was handed a second sexual assault lawsuit stemming from an alleged encounter in 1991. 50 said, damn, I hope he all right. 50 wrote in caption of a screenshotted NBC story. If you cool with him, check on him. All jokes aside, this is a lot. All right, now, this is the ultimate blow to Diddy, right? Um, Diddy reportedly takes temporary leave as chairman of Revolt amid sexual assault lawsuits, plural. Diddy's reportedly stepping down for his role as chairman of Revolt. And this is what 50 says. I buy that from you, playboy, for the low, because you know Cadillac and AT&T going to pull out. I'll give you a few dollars for it now. Sell it to me. Then we can be friends. I'm serious. Call my phone. Now, when you see all of this going on, you tend to see this. Sean Diddy Combs steps down as Revolt chairman amidst sexual assault allegations. Hip hop and music mogul Sean Diddy Combs announced he has temporarily stepped down from his position as the CEO of Revolt amid the sexual assault allegations against him in recent weeks. I can bet a amount of money that he would never be able to get in that position again as CEO of Revolt. It's especially when you're not going to settle the next one because the way you feel that this is a money grab. The best thing that you should have done was went ahead and settled it. You should have went ahead and settled it. Honestly, Sean Combs stepped down from his position as Revolt. The media network said in a statement on Tuesday, posted through their various social media accounts. While Mr. Combs has previously had no operational or day-to-day role in the business, the decision helps to ensure that Revolt remains steadfastly focused on our mission to create meaningful content for the culture and amplify the voices of all Black people throughout the country and the African diaspora. Our focus has always been one that reflects on our commitment to the collective journey of Revolt, one that is not driven by any individual, but by the shared efforts and values of our entire team on behalf of advancing, elevating, and championing our culture. And that continues, the statement concludes. Revolt, co-founded by Combs and Andy Schoen in 2013, is a multimedia venture that focuses on Black storytelling with the urban and the hip-hop communities. Programs on the platform includes Drink Champs podcast hosted by rapper Noriega and DJ Effin, Revolt Black News, and Carisha Please, a talk show hosted by Young Miami, one half of Miami-based hip-hop duo City Girls. When reached for comment on the matter, a Revolt spokesperson pointed to the statement they shared on Combs' decision. All right. The announcement comes weeks after musical artist and actress Cassie filed a federal lawsuit against Combs, her former boss and romantic partner, alleging that he hired her, physically abused her, and forced her to engage in sex acts with male workers during her decade-long relationship with Combs. Now, let me give my feelings about this. Diddy just Bill Cosby'd himself, right? He's not going to get back in position no time soon. He knows it. The world knows it. That's why 50 told him to go ahead and sell the platform because it's not going to happen. Now, what I am saying is this, right? Aaron Hall did an interview. I can't play it on this platform. Go search for it yourself. In that interview, he said Jodeci and Diddy know how big my piece of business is. And you know what piece of business is. He said in that interview, they know how my piece of business is because we ran this woman. That's what he alleged to. Now, they ran women's back in the 90s. And I said early in this video that Aaron Hall is not really a good person. Why? Because what Aaron Hall did was he dated a 16-year-old. Now, initially, he didn't know that this woman was 16. Now, I can't say he did not know. But what he did when he found out he knew, he went on and wifed this woman. Right? Aaron Hall, he ended up and wifed this woman. She was 16. And how? She tells the story of how she went to a grown-up club. And when she went to the grown-up club, she met Aaron Hall. So Aaron Hall is thinking that she's at least 21. He didn't find out that she was 16 until he booked a trip for them to go to Jamaica, right? And when he booked that trip, it came out that she was 16. And when he found out, he still dealt with her. Nothing came from it. Now, when you look at all these allegations, you start to see that as a father of a young daughter myself, there's no way I'm gonna let a grown man deal with my daughter. And I don't care how anybody feel about that. Aaron Hall, I wish I can play it here. I don't want to get any copyright claims or strikes, but he said Diddy and Jodeci know how big my situation is. When this go to trial, if Diddy don't settle, that's going to come up in trial. Aaron Hall is going to come up in trial. Aaron Hall, 16-year-old relationship. I mean, the relationship with the 16-year-old going to come up in trial. So a lot of things going to come up in trial, and it's just not going to be good for Aaron Hall. It's not going to be good for Diddy. So yeah, you might call it a money trial. So you must be careful what you do, because things become money grabs. It become money grabs. So, anyways, this is Antonio with Team Tiggio. Please like, comment, subscribe, as we'll be coming to you with another video very, very soon. And once again, we will see you in the next video.